welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. It's been a wonderful week one. We're looking forward to week two. We got some spicy fixtures coming up, and if you're excited about the weekend, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and get that notification bell on. So, Chelsea visit West Ham, the London Derby. What are we saying, guys?
Will the FA allow Thomas Soucek to play goalie as well as an outfield player?
Well, because it's Chelsea, I'm going to go.
That's all I need to know.
Yes.
Because it's you guys, and
because it's us.
Home, I'm going to go with
yes. If we tried to do it, no.
So if Gusto comes in and dives and goes for a Luis Suarez, he's getting the straight red. But Soucek, good. We're not still bitter about that though either.
No. I mean it happened at West Ham last time, so not thinking about it at all.
A lot more optimism.
I'm telling you though, thinking about that game and just the change in the makeup of Chelsea, it's like night and day.
Yeah, we have a complete new core. Yeah.
I mean, you had Yao Felix playing as the 9. He scored, but he was playing as the 9. Now he's going to Barcelona on a loan. It's just
fuck with that.
Yeah. No James. I don't think it's, like I said, this run kind of helps us with having no James.
Am I right to?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yo, the same thing. Yo, my light just turned off earlier.
Am I right to think that it'll be Gusto?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, 100%. And he showed up well. West Ham's not one of those. I think it'll be a game that suits him. It'll be a game for him to show that he belongs at least in that reserve spot, solidify his place on the team moving forward, where he can be depended on in those longer stretches of the season, the cup games that come. I think West Ham's kind of the best option here. If we play anything like we played against Liverpool, the scoreline will be completely different. We'll finish those. Again, we could have won that game right there at the end. Should have won it before then with Mudryk and Jackson not being probably one step off of that pass, like either forward or back. It's just one step off, right there at the end of the game. And we show that breakaway power, which is something we had last year. We just didn't showcase it. No one wanted to move the ball upfield and put their head down. And we have two guys who are ripping and roaring to do that in Mudryk and Jackson. So I feel like we have a lot more to offer offensively. So it keeps us off our toes, which will give people like Gusto and, God forbid, Cucurella come in a little less pressure, because they're not getting just pounded in that, coming off that midfield with no creation. Our midfield looks a lot better. Caicedo is going to have a breakout game. I'm 99% sure this will be his debut. So him and Enzo, coming in and being able to put something together, it's going to be an exciting one for us, because like Patrick said, man, we have a complete new core here, and the boys look good. They look like they want to play for the club, which is different. God, I don't want to see Sterling. God forbid he's on that starting lineup, but he will be, because, it's just like Timo Werner. I swear it's contractual.
Does he ever start?
Who? I think Mudryk does. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'll throw something at you about Sterling. So Sterling looked good, I thought, against Liverpool, because he was playing 1-2s with Reece. Now that Reece is not there, he's not going to be able to play that with Gusto. So that actually neutralizes him, because he's not going to have the overlap. So I would not be surprised to see that they flip and put Mudryk, because Madueke is still not completely ready.
Right.
But put Mudryk on the right, because he can work a little bit by himself, and then have Chile and Sterling on the left to create that overload for one, but two, so they can play 1-2s with each other. And that's where Sterling actually looked like, hey, maybe he can still play, I mean, he didn't score, and that's what he's bought for. But he looked much better than he
Wait
has.
a minute. Wait a minute. Did you say that he was bought to score? I know you didn't say that out loud. There's no way
I
you
did.
said.
Listen,
You don't need
dude.
to give that.
You
You just need
know,
to give that up. You just need to give that up and be grateful for the days that Sterling provides you with some good running on the wing, puts in a little defensive work, puts in some passes, maybe gets an assist. You just got to be grateful for that and
It's a
call it what
big
it is
maybe.
because he's not like if he gets 15 goals this season, we will all be shocked.
well, yeah,
100% shot.
most definitely, because Jackson should be the true goal scorer. Um,
And I think Sterling's going to lose his. Well, Sterling would not have this starting spot if
And Cuckoo.
Christopher was healthy.
oh yeah, most definitely. I
And
agree completely.
and it's bad because I like with the Liverpool game, like it's the final ball. Like I understand, like I get it. I love wingers. I was a winger. Sterling's adapted himself into being almost a true winger. In order to make yourself great, and this is Lewis's problem with Grealish on the outside. If you're not producing a good final ball in, is it not a negative? Like if I run down the field, beat everyone down there, and I've had Jake yell in my face for this at CSU, playing with him. If you run down there all the way and there's nothing there, you hit the ball to no one, you just wasted a 60-yard run and you just blew past everyone for no reason. And
And knowing
that's
you're not going to be back on defense for the next
no,
play.
I am not going to be back on defense. No, I might trip the defender if he gets the ball from me and get a yellow, but I am not coming back on
Yeah,
defense.
you're not going to make the run back.
No, and it's and Sterling, he puts in a little bit of defensive work, but I do worry about that, Patrick, with James being gone and the overload, the 1-2s off of because James does have more of an offensive mind. He's not a right back. He's more like a right mid who plays a
He's
little
a
bit of
defensive
defense.
midfielder. That's the
Yeah.
best way to
He's
put it.
a RCDM. He's a right center defensive midfielder.
Now
Yeah.
you're making positions up.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Well, I mean, all last season we didn't know our positions, so
Yeah, might as well make some new
it
ones
might
up.
as well make some new ones up.
But
You
hey,
can have a
watch
right
like
offensive mid. You can have a right CDM. But no, I think Mud Dog deserves the start. Mudrick, he played a really good game when he came in. He offers so much. It might not be polished or finished. I just got on to Sterling with this. It's the hunger for me that kind of makes it okay. Mudrick really, Mudrick wants to score the goal himself. Whereas Sterling is like, he just seems timid up there. I don't think Sterling would have hit the ball the way Mudrick did in preseason, where he's just coming off of a half volley on a flick. Like, I don't think he's hitting that. He's going to try to dribble it 3 more times and then lose it somehow, some way, or whiff it and have to re-hit it like he did against Dortmund. It's just that type of hunger, it's what we want to see. And Sterling was here last season. He didn't showcase that. I don't see anything new from him that makes me go, oh yeah, he's fit in. He's joined the system. He's flipped his script. It's just more of the same that I've seen from Sterling. And that's what worries me because we need him to score 15 goals this season. We
So
need that position.
does that mean that same hunger, who you're getting that from Connor Gallagher? So assuming Caicedo starts and Enzo starts as well, Gallagher's not going to be doing what he did versus Liverpool.
Nope.
He's not-
Caicedo will, yeah.
He'll be able to play a little bit further forward. Yeah, most definitely.
But that makes it a question of, does Gallagher play? I personally think he deserves to start again because of the performance, but it's not the same role. If not Gallagher.
If you take him out of that role, no, I do believe he deserves a start. He just shifts over. The problem is Gallagher really thrives on that.
Is there anyone else to in that spot?
No.
Not a starting quality.
Not ready to play, I'll say that.
Yeah. So Gallagher.
I mean, I think if you go with Sterling on the right, Gallagher will at least cover for him defensively.
That is, yeah.
So he can break up play. Because I mean, I don't think Raheem really plays defense.
Well, that's
But-
smart. I was in a club team that was set up that way. My very last year of club ball, we knew our left forward just was not gonna run back. So our coach was like, I was the center defensive midfielder. Coach was like, look, man, just cheat to the left a little because he ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But what I will say, first off, I don't know if y'all have heard this nickname for Mudrick, Ukraine Bolt.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I heard that on a
That's
Instagram
awesome.
reel, and I was like, "That's genius."
That's
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
Is he gonna play like Usain Bolt played when he played soccer?
He almost does, actually, Lewis. With that touch, he almost does.
So Ukraine Bolt, but
That's awesome.
it was interesting that Pep came out, and I know you already did like a recap of the last game, but not Pep, but Pochettino came out and said that Colwill was actually playing as a left back against Liverpool. That it was not 3 at the back, it was 4, and that he wanted to play DCIC, of course James, Silva, and Colwell as the back 4. And it was almost a disaster to begin with. I thought he got better as the game went on. So I think that there will be some growth there. I am interested to see how he handles Jared Bowen. Do you let Chile get forward and play Cucurella and tell him, hey, don't go too far forward. Stay goal side of him. You know, because you're gonna have help.
Bold strategy.
I know.
Bold strike.
I know.
If
That's-
Cucurella, like,
Really got
oh
beat
man,
so many times. He just got spun so many
it
times.
doesn't. If the defender, if he's not looking right at him, he loses track of where his man is more than anyone. Like, I would be in my man's face, making him cry after every game. Like,
Well,
what are you doing?
it's interesting you say that, because when we saw him in person, he's always looking around, always, and it's not like, okay, the guy's over here. He's like looking around, trying to figure out where he is on the field,
Lost. He's lost puppy, man.
Wow.
He's just
and that's how Miggy beat him, because he was looking around, thinking, "Oh, there's somebody covering for me." And it's like, no, you're the last.
bro.
line
That's
of
your
defense,
position.
bro.
You're the left back. That's you. You're there.
You're the one
You-
covering the space.
You're the one covering that.
Cover
space.
your own space. You don't have anybody backing you up.
He's playing
Um,
zone all the time.
But going back to this game, I think we see Jackson score. I think that he's going to get a lot of service. It will be interesting. I thought he actually played pretty well against Kunate and Virgil van Dijk last week. This won't be as big of a challenge. We'll probably see Kurt Zuma. He's a captain, though, by the way, at West Ham, which I was shocked
Well,
to learn.
they completed. No, they didn't get. They didn't pick up Old Harry, did they? Old Harry.
No,
'cause
something about it
Manchester
falling
wanted-
apart.
Yeah, Manchester wanted some money for him. Like, it was like 15 mil or 15 extra mil or something like that. And West Ham was like, bro, we're good. You can send him to us. We'll take him from you, but we're not paying you for him.
$35 million bid. Whatever. But yeah, it'll probably be a Garrett and Zuma unless a Garrett is still injured. But I think he'll come in.
So it'll be
Jose
Zuma
Mourinho's
and
boy.
Soucek.
Mm-hmm.
Soucek is.
Oh yeah, he's a mid. Never mind.
Well, second goalie, but yeah.
Yeah, second goalie.
So do we
I
have
get it
scores?
confused, because he does play second goalie, so you would think he was, on the back line.
Too.
But I do think that you see a lot more. Which I know it sounds crazy that one player will have this impact, but I think you'll see a lot more calmer performance from Chelsea. I think that you'll see plenty of shots on goal. And I don't think that Fabianski can keep them all out. I went with 3-1 Chelsea.
Nice. I went 2-0. I went pretty.
First away game.
Yeah. I just don't see West Ham scoring on us. Like if Liverpool didn't put in 3,
Yeah, but the Liverpool-Chelsea game was destined to be a tie.
oh, it's always a tie.
It's always a tie.
It'll be a tie till we hit 10, and on the 11th, someone will break it.
Yeah, it'll be a 9-0 to Liverpool. What you saying, Lewis?
I think Reese being gone is gonna matter.
Yeah.
And I picked because I picked these earlier, and I tend to not change my thing. So when you guys told me that Reese was gone, because I think X said it, or it was you,
Amy,
Patrick.
this morning. Yeah, I got an
Yeah.
alert this morning. That's not what I wanted to wake up to.
Soon as I saw that, I went 2-2. And it's not because West Ham is good. I feel like I absolutely think Chelsea's going to score. I think it's lacking a consistency there. I think Jackson will start to figure it out, but I think it's the connection there. I think Enzo and Caicedo will be figuring themselves out. So I think the Chelsea engine won't really start until the next game. I think the next game they'll be better because they'll have something under them. They'll have game film, because practice is practice. Like training is not the same thing. And I think playing against West Ham will actually do something for them. So I think it's 2-2, but only because I just feel like it's so many moving parts and there's a lot of flux. I wouldn't be shocked if Chelsea won a 3-2. And it's not, again, I don't think it's because West Ham can score. I just think there's a disconnection that may be going along that back line.
Well, I will say this, I think that Reese is better offensively, for sure offensively, than Mallow, but Mallow is really good defensively. Of course, it was preseason, but he faced Matoma, shut him down. He faced who else did he face?
Soucek.
Maybe William. It was William. Shut him down. So, I mean, I'm confident in his defensive abilities. I know he's not going to provide anything to us offensively, but honestly, if he shuts down his side of the field, I'm happy. So, but I can agree with your thoughts though, because there are a lot of moving parts. That whole Caicedo move is going to be interesting. How does that pivot work? Is it really a pivot, or is it more,
you know what? Now that you said that, I like where your head's at. I think Jake might be onto something here with that point, Patrick, and Caicedo and Enzo not being able to mesh. Gallagher might be that okay in between those, because Gallagher knows where Enzo's going to be by now.
You'll see.
Yeah.
I'll bet Patrick's predictions league win last season that you'll see Gallagher.
Oh, I believe it. I fully expect it.
I think there's and my even with the defending thing, I think the gaps that'll be created will create space in the midfield. And I think that's what I think the goals that West Ham scores will come because of Chelsea errors, where there's a disconnection more than West Ham is better than them. That's where I just think Chelsea won't be Chelsea until the next game. I think the next one you'll see what they really are.
Well, that's Luton, by the way.
I think you are,
It's Luton, by the way.
Welcome to the league, baby.
Oh yeah, hey, can I predict that one now? 5-0.
5-0.
5-0 in that one.
I think
Jackson hits a Hattie in that one.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will just have enough in this one, because I feel like I'm kind of seeing West Ham as a lot worse than you guys are. I think that they're just not great, but Jared Bowen is going to score, because I think he's going to have a decent season. He's in good form. Awesome goal last week, but I've got Chelsea 2-1. And I think it's a reflection of the mood around Stamford Bridge. I think good preseason, good first game, good performance. People are excited. The fans are definitely feeling optimistic, in my experience. The fans on YouTube are definitely feeling optimistic. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. So, I think Chelsea will just pull it out. There you have it. Predictions are in for match week 2. Lots of good action coming up And if you are as pumped as we are about it, go ahead and smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel, and get that notification bell on. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and have a great night.